on its own. We see where Bakugo was impaled by the spikes.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Hey, what is up guys? This is Lemillion Nation coming to you again with another video, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all your support so far. Hit that subscription button, and spoiler warning, now let's get into the video. Now this chapter starts off where Deku actually has his flashback. You know, the doctor was saying to him, I'd give you 2 or 3 more times, but if you keep on getting injured like this, you may permanently lose the use of your arms. No, that's what the doctor says, and we then proceed into the chapter where we see Deku pulling Shigaraki with Black Whip and then giving him such a powerful punch. We see the shockwave emanating from it, rubbles flying all around. You know, that was a blitz of 3 blows that he gave to Shigaraki, and Shigaraki cannot manage it. We see him pulling him like a yo-yo with that Detroit smash. Wham! Right into his face. Wyoming smash. Right in his shoulders. Shigaraki is defending himself, but he can't. His regeneration cannot keep up. St. Louis smash. We see that Shigaraki is saying the damage is exceeding his regeneration capabilities. If he doesn't focus on defense, he'll get blown away. He can't attack any at all because of how Deku is actually hitting him. Remember that this is Shigaraki at, well, above 75%. He should be at 75%, but you know that he's pushing himself beyond his limits. Deku's giving him currently 100% of what he can manage. His body cannot manage 100% of one for all. That's for Deku, because we see his arms like a twisted, ragged, meaty mess. You know, how will Deku actually get back the use of his arms? How will Deku actually use his arms in the future with the attacks that he's giving out right now? It doesn't look too hopeful later on in the future for his left arm that he keeps on using like that. He still has one good arm and his feet and so on. You know, like Shigaraki saying that this incomplete form aside, the power is simply in the way of his dreams. And then Deku yells, that's what this power is for. And then he proceeds to give Shigaraki one more Texas smash. We see the shockwaves, the rubble and everything flying, and Deku's arm is torn apart. Shigaraki is searching his memory, searching everywhere for it, and he's saying that there must be a quirk that can actually stop him. Well, later on in the chapter we'll see something extravagant that I am sure most of you guys have seen, because it has broken the internet with what we're seeing so far. Like everyone down on the ground, they're saying that this is incredible, but then Bakugo exclaims, no, he's gonna get destroyed at this rate because he keeps on using so much power. He's using his legs and ear force to avoid a recoil while already controlling several quirk, float, Black Whip, and one for all strength and everything. He's using everything in combination to hold Shigaraki at bay. You know, he can't hold out against a guy with regeneration in a battle of attrition. That's what Bakugo was saying. He's saying within minutes he'll get his ass kicked and his power stolen. Todoroki, you finished yet? That's what Bakugo explained to Todoroki. As Todoroki was cooling down his father Endeavor, we saw where Endeavor was actually fighting. All of the Nomus at the hospital, Nomus there is fighting Shigaraki so many times, that you know that he has a problem with overheating. So that's how he got into the state that he was in and taking blows from Shigaraki too. So Todoroki was there cooling him down with his eyes. And then Bakugo was saying, alright, grab onto me. Endeavor, hold off on the fire. I'll make sure you get up there. So with his explosions, he plans on launching Endeavor up to where Shigaraki is to actually use his strongest attack. So he said, hold off on the fire for right now and cool down. We see Rocklock there, and Rocklock is saying, no, that's but your kids. And then Shoto shouts, take care of our teacher. So we see that the students are taking the lead in this situation and even ordering around the pros. Rocklock is even shaking and saying, okay, well, I've already acknowledged that these kids are really true heroes, because they can't do anything to stop Shigaraki. They have to take the lead, you know. Now, Bakugo is coming up with a plan as a strategist. Aim for when the black whip is completely extended. When I head up there, you to return to the ground, or you'll get caught up into it. That's what Endeavor exclaimed to them, So, now, Shoto and Bakugo are saying, Midoriya, hold on, Now, we have a flashback to All Might talking. This is another highlight of the chapter, and Bakugo is thinking, I don't want to speculate about things that I'm not sure of, because he's the one who basically created One for All, right? Isn't it? He's also got multiple quirks that makes you the same as him. That makes All Might the same as All for One. That's what Bakugo was saying. Now, in prelude to what he is actually saying, like, is it that he's saying that All Might and him both have similar abilities, multiple quirks and everything? Is it that it's a curse quirk because of what it's actually doing to Deku, or what it's not really forcing him, like putting on his shoulders the responsibility of it and what it's doing to his body? Look at all the previous users of One for All. They've all been killed by All for One. Look at All Might body was ruined and he's going to die as well. Look at Deku's arm and what his mother is going through because of all of the things that he's doing. Like, is it some sort of cursed power? We then see a flashback with where Deku's on the ground. I believe that Bakugo and probably some other kids are there. Maybe they were mocking Deku. Probably Bakugo was there thinking of how he tortured and treated Deku before, so he feels bad about it. We see One for All. We see All Might and representing One for All, saving all the people. Everyone was adoring him, all the children, everyone. All the flashbacks, they're saying that they really love and adore All Might, all of them. And then we see Deku saying, I'm not gonna be your worthless punching bag Deku forever, Kachan. I'm the Deku who's always gonna do his best. That's what we see Deku exclaiming, and Bakugo looking at his face, seeing how determined he is and seeing what he's doing to him as well. He pulls Shigaraki towards himself for another blow. No, that's when it's fully extended. We see when it's fully extended, and then Endeavor comes behind Shigaraki, grabbing him. And then we see Deku easing off a bit, letting go of Black Whip, and Deku went down, Endeavor unleashed his most strongest, his most powerful attack, its prominence burn. Shoto's looking, Bakugo is covering his eyes, and we see where Shigaraki is burning up, and he's losing consciousness, and we see a dark spot. We see a dark spot in the back of his mind, and it's saying, come. Why don't you hand your body over to me, Tomura? Does this mean that All for One completely has taken control of Tomura's body? I am the one, the way your son don't need altogether. Maybe he knew this was going to happen. So we see this, and then we see, he surrendered his body, and then we see Endeavor get punched in the face. Endeavor, they exclaim, Todoroki and Bakugo exclaim, Endeavor, he got punched into the face, and we see 3 spikes coming through Endeavor, and he's falling and bleeding and saying, how come you won't die? And we see 4 spikes going towards Deku. Was it meant to stop him from being able to punch and being able to move? Was it meant to kill him? Was it meant to steal his quirk? Was it meant to activate his quirk? He's saying, little brother, little brother, little brother, little brother. Brother going towards Deku, we see Deku surprised, his eyes is half closed, and then Bakugo says, but no, And this is the highlight of the chapter. Bakugo, in that instance, without even thinking about it, he has a flashback. His life flashes all throughout it. His life flashes before his eyes, and he pushes Deku out of the way. And he's saying, but at that moment, without thinking, my body simply moved on its own. We see where Bakugo was impaled by the spikes.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
His shoulder, stomach, and the rest of his body is impaled by the spikes, the force quirk activation spikes, and that's where the chapter ends. You know? Katsuki Bakugo Rising, chapter 285, end. So guys, thank you for listening. Remember to stay tuned for my other videos that I'm going to put up, my discussions, my theories. Thank you. Please watch all my videos to the end, and please get this video up to 40 likes and get this video up to 1,500 views within the next 7 days, and I'll put out two theory videos within that week. Thank you again. Let me know what you think, and this is Lemillion Nation signing out.
I feel good.